Welcome everyone, my name is Nelo. On this channel we upload pattern drafting, cutting and sewing tutorials. If you are new to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button below and subscribe, turn on the notification bell so as to be notified each time I upload new video. Like and share my videos, also check out my other videos. Okay, so today we are going to be making a peplum wrap top. Okay, I'll be showing you how to cut and sew this peplum wrap top. It's not looking beautiful on the mannequin because it's far bigger than the mannequin, and it's not mine, so I would have put it on for you to see the beauty, but it looks very beautiful on the owner. All right, let's continue. Okay, so this is my back panel. I have cut it out already using the basic bodice. This fabric is slippery, so I just have to use a pattern paper to draft it. So this is normal basic bodice back. The only difference here is that this one stopped at the waist. Okay, this is my chest line, this is my bust line, and here is the waistline, and then 1 inch for sewing or joining allowance, and then the dart is the same, half an inch on both sides, and then the back dart is 1 inch longer than the front dart. Okay, the back dart, you go up on the bust line by 1 inch, just exactly the way we make our basic bodice pattern. Okay, so if you don't know how to make that, please check my tutorial. I'll be leaving it on the link below. And the neck width is the same thing, it's 3 inches wide and then 1 inch depth, and the armhole I use 9 inches for the armhole. Okay, everything is the same with the basic bodice. So this is the front panel. What I did from the neckline, I came down by 7 inches and then I connected it to the neck width. All right, like so, just to get a V. All right, and then what I'm going to do now is to open it up like so. Okay, so you can connect from there to the next, to this other dart here. Okay, you can connect from here to this dart here if you want, like so. It's also perfect, you connect like so. But me, I'm going to go up on the bust on that point by 2 inches. Okay, I'm going up from the waistline by 2 inches, and then from that center line where I fold, I'm going to be marking 5 inches. Okay, from the center midpoint of this pattern. Okay, from this midpoint here, I'll be marking 5 inches because the owner is on the average side. She's not too big and she's not small. But if you're making for a large person, please use half of these bodies, okay, for her. I don't know if you understand. So you can connect the way I showed you or this curvy way. So I'm going to use this curve way. Okay, I'll be curving mine like so. All right, so now I'm going to cut it out. So like I was saying before, if you're making for a fat person, if the person is on the large size, use double of half of the bodies. Like these bodies, you are seeing it now, half of it, use it to create. I don't know if you are getting my explanation. Like if the person's, for instance, is 40 is on the average size. If the bust point of the bust circumference of the person is 40, and then you divide it by 4, you use 10 is half of the front panel. Do you understand me? Please, if you don't understand, ask me on the comment and then I'll clarify you on that point. Because if you use 5 like this person, is not going to wrap very well. If the person is large, it will not wrap. Okay, you have to use half of the bodies, or let me say quarter, because you know you divide by 4. Okay, so I'm folding my fabric into 2. Make sure your fabric right side is facing right side or wrong side facing wrong side. If you cut it wrong side facing right side, you're going to have problems. One part of the wrap is going to be right, is going to be the wrong side of the fabric, and the other part is going to be the wrong side of the fabric. So make sure you are placing your fabric right side facing each other or wrong side facing each other before you trace. Okay. So I'm done tracing it out. I'm just going to cut out this place. So this little allowance I left there is for the dart. I forgot to add my dart allowance. I just added sewing allowance to the pattern already, and I did not add the dart allowance. So that's why I added 1 inch on the side. Okay, but if you're cutting on your pattern, make sure you add your dart allowance and also your sewing allowance. Okay, so this is how it's going to look when we join. As you can see, you can make yours straight, you can make yours curvy like this. All right, so let's assume this is bias. So I'm going to turn the neckline like this, sew down, fold it inward and top stitch. Okay, that's for the neckline of the front. I'm going to use bias to turn it. Okay, and then for the back neckline, I'll also use bias to turn the back. So this is it, guys. I sew my dart already, and I also turn the neckline, and I also join the two shoulders together. This is all we know how to do already. Okay, so, and I've also joined the two sides together. All right, so when sewing on the right hand side, make sure you leave an opening where the rope is going to pass into. Okay, on this right hand side of the top, leave an opening where the rope is going to pass through. Okay, like here I left like 2.5 inch there. Okay, just from your waistline you go up by half an inch or 1 inch, then you leave on just like what you're seeing here. Okay, just go up by half an inch so that you can join your peplum, and then leave a hole, an opening or hole, whatever you call it there. Okay, so now I'm going to measure around the waist so as to cut my peplum. Okay, so whatever I have here, I'm going to add, I have 49, I add 2 inches for sewing allowance, so it's going to be 50.5. Okay, or 50. I've forgotten what I got there already anyway. So but either 50 or 51.5 or 51. Okay, so I'm going to fold my fabric like so. I fold into 4. Okay, so I'm going to divide 51.5 by 6.28. Whatever you get, that is what you are going to use to cut your peplum. Divide your waist circumference plus 2 inches. Okay, divide it with 6.28. All right, whatever you get, that is what you're going to use. So I think what I got here was 8.25. all right, so I'm going to mark it round like so. I'm marking 8.25 here like this. Please guys, if you don't understand anything on this tutorial, ask me on the comment and then I'll explain better for you. Okay, so I'm going to mark that all around. So now I'm going to mark the peplum length. So I'll be minusing 17 from the top length. The top length is 26 minus 17. What I have is 9. So I'll be marking 9 here. So 9 plus 8.25 will give me 17.25. Remember, I'll be cutting out that top part. So you have to include it to your measurement so that you can measure from that tip downward. Okay. So the 8.25 will be cutting out. We are going to include it. So what I'll be taking now is 17.25, making it 9. And then I added sewing allowance 1 inch for joining and also for folding, which is 1 inch. Okay. So what I'm taking now is 18.25. I hope you understand. The length is 9 inches plus 8.25. We are going to be cutting out upward here, okay, making it 17.25. And then I added 1 inch for sewing allowance, that is 18.25. So I have marked it all round already, okay. So right now I'm going to be cutting it out, all right. Okay, so I'll cut it out now. So I have cut out the down part. Now I'm going to be cutting the waist part, okay. So I'm going to slit open one side like so. So now our peplum is ready. I'm not going to be folding the down part. I'll be using English weaving on it, okay. So this is how it's going to look like after joining, okay. So I'm going to go and attach it to the upper part, okay. I'll notch the midpoint of the peplum and the midpoint of the top and then attach it to the top, okay. Make sure you fold the both side, the right hand side and the left hand side, okay. So I'll go and attach them now. So for the sleeve, I'm supposed to cut this sleeve like what is it called, flay, but because I'm managing the material, I just fold times 2 of her big her biceps or the fullest part of her arm. I just folded times 2 of it, okay. So because the material is not enough, anyway, it's a little bit more than times 2, okay. It's more than times 2 a little. So I'm going to slit open this side. The fabric is on fold, okay. So it's 4 pieces there for the 2 hands, okay. So now I'm going to mark the sleeve cap. I'm just going to take the sleeve cap, which is 5, okay. So I'll connect with a straight line to the tip there. I'm just doing a quick tutorial because the owner is on my neck. So I'm just going to curve a flat C up, a flat C down, okay, like so. Please go and check how to make basic sleeve. I have it on my channel, all right. So I'm going to cut them out like so. So the sleeve is ready. So what I'm going to do next now is to sew here. I'll gather the upper part, the armhole side. I'm going to gather it to her exact armhole circumference, okay. So I'm going to gather this up part to her exact armhole circumference, and then I'll fold the down part. I added 1 inch for folding for the down part, okay. So I'm going to gather here and then fold this part, all right. So this is going to be the belt. The width is 5 inches, okay. It's supposed to be 4 inches, but I added 1 inch for turning, okay. So it's 4 inches the width, 5 inches for the width, and then the length is 32. One is 32, the other one is 28, okay. So this is how it's going to look like after sewing, joining your flay, okay. So this is one of the sleeve and belt. I've attached that already, okay. That I attached the belt on the side of the left hand side, okay. Did you see it? I attached it on the side of the left hand side, and then I left, if you're attaching left allowance that you can join your peplum to, okay. And this is the longest belt. So the short one you join on the side of the left hand side, and then this long one So I'm trying to fold this inside. You sew and turn it, okay? So you join this long one on the tip of the left hand side, okay, here. So all the beads are going to be on one part, one here and one here, okay? So this long one, I'm going to pin it so that you see what I'm talking about. This long one is going to be on the tip of this left hand side. So what you are going to do now is, how you're going to tie it is you put it inside where we left an opening here. Okay, this is how it's going to pass. Where we left an opening here, it's going to pass like so. So you pass it in like that, and then you tie it with the other one. Okay, so that is the idea. All right. Okay, hope you understand. So this is how it's going to look like. So what I'm going to do next now is to attach the sleeve. Okay, so but before that, I'm going to kind of stitch here, and then I'm going to show you, I'm going to kind of curve the flay a little, okay, just to kind of give it a little style. So I'm going to curve it like this. This is the right hand part, okay, the one that will be the overlapping, the one that will be lapping the other one, okay. So I'm going to curve it a little like this. So I'll be opening it so that I'll not end up cutting the other one. So I'll cut it out. So I'm going to do an English weaving on it, okay. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to go and I'll show you the sleeve, how I gather the tip. So this is the sleeve. I have gathered the armhole part to the measurement of her armhole, okay. I believe we know how to gather, and this is the down part. I have torn it, and I'll be using elastic on the down part. I'll pass elastic through it, okay. So guys, this is it. I'm done with the sewing. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video is helpful. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoy it, like and share the video. If you have any question, please leave it on the comments below. See you on my next tutorial. Bye.